Hey, what up? It is Botbender Orange, and this is going to be an unboxing and a reaction video of the Nemesis. Wow, she's finally here. She's finally here, and I've had her in hand for a couple, maybe a month or so, but just didn't get around to opening her up. But let's take a look at the box work. There goes the Ark over here. What's up, Ark? What's up, Ark? And and then yeah, when I see stuff like this, are they implying that these are going to be like re-released? That's Ramjet and Thundercracker and Thrust, right? Did they confirm that? Is that what it is? That they're being re-released? Because why else would they have them there, right? Because Hasbro is pretty specific about what they include in this type of stuff. And this over here too, the Tetrajet, this very specific color. Like, who is this supposed to be? Is it Skywarp? I don't know. Hold on for a second. Let's flip her over. Okay. Whoa, check it. I was just gonna say, like, dude, seeing this artwork like blown up like this, it's like, whoa, that's a trip, dude. Because normally it's like smaller on the side of the box, but this is kind of crazy. Yeah. Anyway, hold up. And then here we have the other side, and it's like, yeah, like plotting something like super diabolical and like evil and stuff. Like, yeah, but pretty cool artwork. And let's see the back. Hold up. Look at that. Look at that, man. That looks so good. That looks so good. I want that to be the forever pose for mine. That looks so good. And then of course the alt mode is insane. And that's where it starts from. And so this was not that they had to make concessions or stuff like that, but yes, this is the alt mode, and so what else is going to be? But I think they did a good job. I think they did a good job. I can't wait to look at her myself because obviously the posing does a lot. Posing is kind of like makeup for toys. You put them in a certain way, you're like, whoa, that's super hot, and then you get it in hand, and you're like, oh, maybe not so much. But let's open up. Oh, the little jets that we were talking about, they are here. Maybe that's why they're on the box. Oh, maybe that's why they're on the box. Oh, all right. I mean, cool, very exciting. At the same time, I thought they were alluding to some type of like reissue or I don't know, some new thing. All right, let's just open. I'm just gonna open her up. So just 1 second. Okay. All right, we just cracked her open, and I'm out of breath. Dude, it was like super stuck in there. But I did realize something. So I untaped one part, and I couldn't get her to pop out. So I just untaped the other part, and just simply untaping that allowed it to come, allowed it to slide through. But yeah, so let's kind of I'm trying to one-hand it here. So this basically was holding this in place. Nice. That's obviously the trigger. No, I'm kidding. That's supposed to be the top of the ship galley or something, right? No, this over here. I'm just gonna pause. I'm just gonna open her up properly. 1 second. All right. I'm glad I went off camera for that. Um, I was gonna say so. In the midst of unboxing, I was like, "There's this weird piece in there. This box that has this white piece of paper and it's taped." And I was like, "Whoa!" I was like, "There must be something here." Then I dug into it and I opened it up, and inside was nothing. And then I realized it was like a covering for the nose cone or something like that. Like dur dur dur. Anyway, check it out. Those tiny little planes and the tiny little pew pews. Are these on like 5 milli? Yes. Yes. That's so cool, dude. That's so cool. I'm totally not gonna use it for her. I'm gonna use it for her because like she's not gonna get a lot of action. She's gonna be on the shelf and stuff. But yo, cool. Ultra cool. And this seems to be the top of the ship or something, the crown, and it's molded in a softer version of the plastic. And this is her. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Is she supposed to have two of these, or is it just one? Oh, maybe it's just one. All right, I'm just looking at the box right now, and yeah. And then she comes with her wings. It comes with the back wing. Dude, it's so weird. The feeling that I have right now is even when I was opening it, I had this sense of like sashimi, like sashimi. Like I was dissecting this thing and like getting it ready for you to like view and yeah. Anyway, should we put it together? Let me look right now. Like, what am I doing right now for the next half hour or so? Give me 1 second. I don't know. I kind of want to put her together and transform her, but all right, let's do that. Give me 1 second, all right? All right, and one final look before we assemble her. Oh, and I found the two small wings. Yeah. So cool, right? Here we go. Shazam. All right, I've assembled her together, and so actually I kept one part off because I actually would just want to keep saying actually. I now I'm super self-conscious. See that right there? That's a really interesting connecting, how do you call it? Like connecting mechanism. You can see kind of like the tension points built around it. And so if you're an engineer and you're watching this, you probably know what that's called or what that gimmick is. And then the part that it connects to, it's kind of like this ratcheted thing. And so there's like tension around that this mouth, so to speak. And it'll grip around these like ridges, and so it's this kind of like satisfying connection. And hold on, maybe I can like prop this up so I can show you. There we go. So just kind of like that, and it feels secure. Like this all feels secure, but also you feel confident in like taking it off. Because you saw what the mechanism looked like, Actually, I'm not now. Well, it's a pretty tight fit. So let's talk about Scott. Oh, okay. And then this one, I didn't pop this either. Just pop that in there. All right. So the Nemesis, initial thoughts. So the build construction, it's the plastic wise, it's made of all the same War for Cybertron stuff. But this type of plastic is interesting in that like I've recognized that depending on how dense, or what's the opposite of dense? Not dense. You can make it flimsy, like this piece on the top over here, which is like bendy. I'm not going to bend it. Like this too. Or you can make it sturdier by just adding more to it. So it's a really, really interesting type of plastic. And so when Hasbro was like, hey, we didn't change the plastic, it's true. All they did was change the density for some of the cheaper toys, like some of the kids' toys. And that's why those kids' toys, excuse me, man, I got like super dry mouth right now. Maybe I shouldn't be drinking so much coffee. But that's why those kids' toys feel so like hollow and light and stuff. But anyway, so yeah, the wing, oops, excuse me. The wings open up over here. No, it's nice. It's nice. If I were to hold, dude, and she's heavy, dude, or I'm weak, both. But it's nice Decepticon symbol and everything. And well, that's a solid piece right there, like chasing after the Autobots and such. And so yeah, no, it feels good. There's great design work, like sculpt work, as you can see. Like wow, like tons of sculpt work, and because otherwise it would just be these really like big flat pieces of plastic. There's good paint over here. I think this is a separate piece of plastic. Yeah, really good paint, actually. Very clean paint. And so they did a lot to break up this large chunk of purple. Otherwise, yeah, it would just look like Grimace, this would just look like some like Neon Genesis Evangelion angel version of Grimace, Be like, oh, it's the 20th angel, Grimace, Oh man. Yo, it's Saturday early morning, and maybe coffee is not the first thing I should have put in my stomach, dude. It's got me kind of loony. But yeah, it's nice. All right, let's put her in robot mode. Okay, 1 sec. All right, we start by opening the middle of the craft. All right, and then from there, we actually open up the entire craft, the top. And dude, when you look at this, doesn't it look like some like bootleg, like GoBot's jet or something like that? GoBot's spaceship? Right. Anyway, one second. And then from there, hold on, let me readjust the focus. Okay. It says tilt this part, the bionicle head back, and then it says tilt this part down too. Oh, hey, peekaboo. Should I? One second. But yeah, I was totally supposed to pop the head up, and then I'll do it off camera, but it says push the neck forward as well. One sec. All right, hey, real talk. I looked at the rest of the instructions and I'm like, dude, I'm just gonna do the rest off camera. And once it's in robot mode, I'll be back. All right, my bad. I'm too lazy. One sec. All right, let me actually update you on a couple of steps because I thought it was kind of cool, and I really wish I had something to hold. I don't know if the Joby stand would have worked, but anyway, neither here nor there. So after the last step, what happened was we spun this bottom base around 180 degrees, and then after that, this tail part over here, this is really cool. It also spun 180 degrees, and then it kind of like arced upward, and it connected. You see in there, there's that soft pink that looks like a piece of bubble gum. It connected with this piece right over here, and so that's a very, very secure connection. And then the next piece on the instruction says open the wings on the back like that, and so that must be her backpack, like so. That actually cleans up pretty nice. I was worried that that small little, the helm or whatever, that bit was going to get obscured or something, but yeah. I wonder what we're going to do with that neck piece. Or is this supposed to go? Maybe it's supposed to go down. Anyway, I'll figure it out later. I'll be back. One sec. And this is the other side of the jet. And now we have split these fins, and these will become the legs. Wow. All I'll say is wow. Truly wow. Wow. So, for those of you who are familiar with the Ark, one of the big complaints, criticisms brought up was the hollowness of that figure. They must have heard those criticisms and addressed it here because, she's solid. She's solid. Hey, what is this? Oh, interesting. She's solid. Like the way the legs transform, everything collapses like accordions in, like spring collapses in on itself, and it creates this really, really nice leg formation. The feet are incredible. They're very, very solid. They're huge, and they're very posable. The weight distribution is on point. I'm not concerned at all with having her on my shelf. And just, no, she got her toes done too. No, the feet are just phenomenal. I wish I had a set of these in a smaller scale for my builds and stuff, but really well done. The hands are great. They kind of, they have this Unicron vibe when they're transforming, actually, because they come, you like open this up, and then you flip them in, and because it's like spherical, you know what I mean? Like it has this like Unicron sense about it, and it's just really fun, actually. Dude, at least for me, there's no comparison in terms of who wins the battle of the ships. Nemesis hands down, yeah. Dude, she's gorgeous. It's amazing. Like I'm almost speechless. It's so nice. Oops, sorry about that. Should have been more centered. If I were to provide some criticism, is I don't like this piece. This doesn't do anything, but I know they need it for the shell. But I wish they could have made it like pop off and become a shield or something, because just right here, bruh, ain't doing nothing for me. I like that piece. It's almost like there's parts of it that are reminiscent of what's it called? The Cybertron Seekers, the Tetrajet Seekers from Siege. Not exactly. I mean, not at all exactly, but just, she has such a presence about her, and because the joints are so tight, I'm not worried about putting her in like dynamic poses and stuff like that. Dude, she's a beast. She's beasting over here, honestly. This is straight boss mode. It's such a nice toy. I didn't have to take off any of the parts. Oh, and the leg transformation, this is kind of interesting in that, like, you can configure this, like, in different ways, you know? This. One second. Huh? One second. What happened? Yeah, okay. That's not too hateful either. Yeah, it kind of looks like these bell-bottom pants and stuff like that. Dude, she has a lot of cool looks. She has a lot of cool looks. And it almost reminded me of something out of like Gurren Lagann or something too, right? And so cool. And of course, the little face gimmick. She looks like she's like, yeah. But yeah, that's nice. That's nice. Man, lots of cool things. Really, 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 really digging her. Yeah. So glad I purchased her, and I'm sorry I couldn't walk you all through the step-by-step transformation. It was really fun and very rewarding. And if you got the funds and ends, I would say, hey, dip your toe into this, and I think you'll like her a lot. Yeah. Well, my friends, thank you so much for joining me. I will catch y'all next time. Adioskis, broskis, and sisterskis, Kaperskis, and Norton and Tavares. All right, bye.